Hello everybody, this is a Shadowbox and welcome back to Farming Simulator 19 here on Susquehanna River Valley. Today, you probably noticed that our John Deere Combine, which was sitting here last episode, is gone. That's because Case IH noticed that I still had a John Deere Combine after saying I would switch to all Case equipment, and they were like, hey, why do you still have a John Deere Combine? And I was like, because money, my dude. And then they were like, well, how about we sell you a refurbished Case Combine and you trade in your John Deere Combine? And I was like, that is great. So let's go ahead. They're about to deliver it, and I'll show you what we got here. We have a refurbished Case IH 4130 with a cover. We can, like, if we look at the wheel design, there is this thing called transport wheels, but it doesn't change the width of the back tires, which are really the issue when you try to load these on a trailer. In fact, it might actually... Does it make the back tires worse? Yeah, it makes the back tires actually worse. So we're just going to go with standard there. And we could make this like a black combine, which would be pretty sweet. But I'm not sure if Case has black combines. I know they have some black tractors, but I don't know about combines. So what does metallic red look like? Oh, that's pretty cool, but I think we're just going to go with the official Case IH red. Alright, so we got the refurbished Case 4130 for $52,000. This is available on the Mod Hub, I believe. And it is linked in my mod spreadsheet in the description if you're interested in trying that combine. For headers, I believe it takes a 25-foot header. So it would be this one, yep, Case 4130 for $46,000 for the header. And it's like an 7 to 8 meter working width. We are going to need a corn header eventually, so might as well get it now. That's 9. I don't think that that 9 would be the right size. Yeah, because the 9240 needs a 12 meter, but this is not a 9240. This is quite a bit smaller, so let's go with this 6 meter corn header. Unfortunately, don't have a specific Case one, so let's just change it to Case IH red. Alright, so we actually, this very nice setup did not come for free. It does have a string attached. We have to take this harvesting through the river valley to demo it, and we actually have a few jobs lined up to do already down at Stony Creek Farms. So we're going to get going over there. I'm going to use the gooseneck as a header trailer, and I guess we should get Sarah out of the way there so we don't decapitate her with the header. Oh, and look at that. Sam is back from dropping off the grain trailer, and we can just go ahead and stop Autodrive. I am learning how to use Autodrive, so it's a lot of fun. And it's easier to make driving routes with Autodrive than Horseplay, so glad I decided to check that out. We'll get our Goldhofer transport here. And we'll get ready to transport everything down to Stony Creek Farm. Ooh, it just barely has the clearance to get up on that gooseneck. Alright. And of course the vehicle straps mod will make sure that that doesn't fall off on us. We definitely need a wider transport trailer. I'll have to look for a mod for a trailer that actually fits a combine. I don't know why they couldn't include a trailer that fits a combine on it in the default game, but apparently that was too much to ask from Giants. Oh, come on. Alright, that'll do. Let's get this hooked up and the vehicle straps on. That is a fantastic mod. Should be default in the vanilla game for FS22. One can hope. Alright, and now Sam and the... Nope. Oh, Nick and Sam are in there. Okay. Yay, universal passengers. No, Sam is in here. So who's in the truck? Is Mark in the truck? I don't know. No, Mark's on the field. Sarah's back there. Sarah's here. Mark's here. That's what I thought. So why... No, I'm Sam. Why does it... Contractor's mod is a little bit glitchy, in case you didn't realize that. Okay. I need to do that. Secure the header. And let's get you... Nope, that's not working. Apparently it is working, and I just don't see the... Well, let's see. Is it going to work? Nope. Why is follow me not working? Am I just not close enough? There we go. Alright, so yeah, if we take a look at the map, we've got 3 fields down in the southwest there for Stony Creek Farms that we need to get harvested. And we also have just a couple of miscellaneous fields. I'm probably just going to spend this episode taking care of 128, 130, and 131 down at Stony Creek Farms, and then do the other 3 or 4 fields that I have off camera. Just because that's going to be a lot of driving around, and moving all this machinery kind of takes a lot of time, even with Autodrive courses set up, and I only have an Autodrive course set up for Stony Creek Farm, so everything else is going to be a manual trip. I would like to get another truck, because it would be nice to have a truck for hauling the harvester and another truck for hauling the grain. So I might actually do that. Get the TLX Phoenix. I've been wanting to try that out. Yeah. It'll be a good episode, I think. Get a lot of harvesting in, which is kind of the whole point of the game, right? Alright guys, here we are at field 128. We are mostly set up. I just went ahead and created an Autodrive course for unloading the combine, and I would like to see if it works when we are manually driving the combine or not. So actually I need to reattach my semi-trailer and stuff before I forget, so I'm going to do that really quick. And then we'll hop in the combine and get to threshing some wheat, I think. I don't remember what I'm contracted to harvest now. Alright, so just back on up in here. And you can idle because it's going to be a little bit before we deliver anything. Alright, so let's unfold the harvester. Can't forget to do that. And let's start on... Sorry, this is field 131. Whoops. On my courses, I called it 128. Oh, well. And let's also... I would like to shred. There we go. This is not going to let us pick up the straw since it's a contract anyway. I suppose I should look at Autodrive settings for the combine. We'll find the driver, pre-call at 80, and unload. And let's apply. And let's see if it works for when you're manually driving. I'm not sure if it does or not. It would be really cool if it does. And I think they just go for the closest combine. I don't think you have to manually set that. But anyway, as we harvest, I guess I can go ahead and tell you guys a story. This one is not anything dramatic or anything like that. It's kind of a funny situation that happened to me a couple years ago. I was working for a hospital ambulance service at the time, and we did a lot of picking up people from the hospital who were bedridden and taking them to care facilities. A lot of people call it interfacility transport. I call it non-emergent transport. Whatever. It doesn't matter. No matter what you call it, we were taking people to nursing homes. Nursing home EMS, basically. So we went to go pick up this person who was pretty heavy, and we had another crew come out to help us because of how large they were. So we get to the room, and it's a pretty small hospital room, and we get our cot next to the hospital bed, and we get to pull the patient over, 2 people on each side, and then we had a couple nurses from the hospital helping us as well. Pull the patient using the sheets over to our stretcher, but the mattress on the stretcher actually rolled up like a taco underneath them. And as you can imagine, that was like very uncomfortable for the patient. They got this like thing pushing into their back, and now they're off balance because they have a folded over mattress that they're trying to balance on, essentially. So I hopped up on the bed in order to, like, I stood on the hospital bed that we had just taken the patient off, and like basically deadlifted the sheet and like tilted the patient on the side so my partner could unfold the mattress under him. And as I did that, I ripped my pants from the crotch all the way down past the knee on the inseam. Oh man, that was so embarrassing. But we got the patient secured on the stretcher safely, so, you know, mission accomplished from there. I actually had a nurse go out, and they brought me in a spare pair of scrub pants. But the scrub pants were way too small for me, so I ended up putting the scrub pants on and then putting my torn EMS pants on over it, so at least the scrub pants were like covering up where I tore my pants, but I still had pants that went all the way down to my boots. Oh man, and then we had to take the patient to their nursing home and basically repeat the process, though this time we didn't roll the mattress under the patient. So yeah, and then we were out of service for a little bit because we had a little bit of a lengthy drive back to our station, so I could change into my spare pair of pants. Oh, yep, well, that's the story that I've got for you guys. And like I said, not exactly a funny story or anything like that. Well, no, it was a funny story, not exactly a dramatic story or anything. And if we look at that, it looks like our Autodrive has picked up that the combine is at the level that it needs to be to unload. So let's see how they manage this. I'm also curious to see if they'll wait until they're... Oh, are they going to drive all the way around? Nope, just looking for a place to turn around, I think. I'm not entirely sure what Autodrive is doing at this point. You're not going to make that turn, guy. There you go, back up a bit. Try again. Oh shoot, I apparently turned off my HUD. There we go. Come on, the combine needs unloaded. I have faith in you, Mark. Figure it out. There you go. Get around the semi-truck. And please try to avoid driving on the crops. Nice! Oh, this might be a good thumbnail, actually. All red harvesting. Alright, and it looks like this is only going to fill up our grain trailer only a little bit over a third. So I am curious if he's going to go unload right away, or if he's going to wait for us to have more wheat available. It looks like he's going to wait. Cool. Alright, let's go ahead and do a time lapse. Alright guys, as you can see, the Autodrive combine unload kind of ended up failing us there, and I took over by hand. However, I do have higher hopes for having it unload an automated courseplay worker, just because I've seen video of it working really well. So I'm going to unload the wheat here, and then we're going to set up a course with Autodrive for trying to unload that harvester. And we're going to get this wheat out to Central Grain, and I'm going to tie in this field and Central Grain to our Autodrive network. So if you're unfamiliar with Autodrive, you can kind of see how that is going to work. So basically what I'm going to do, I'm going to put my Autodrive into edit mode, and then I'm going to hit record. And if I left click record, it's going to start creating one-way waypoints, which is what I want right now. And now I'm going to create a new point here, and this is going to be field 30, excuse me, waypoint. Field 30 waypoint. And now I'm just going to loop around like this. drive, we'll say about here. And we're going to create another point, and this is going to be field 30 unload. We'll pull up a little bit. Flip around. Come back to here. And then if I cancel the recording, and then left click on my last point, and then left click on my first point, that now creates a loop. So this is going to be my waypoint, field 30 waypoint, and then field 30 unload. And then we'll go ahead and tell you to drive that course. So now we need to get this truck on out of here. I think I'm going to buy a grain train trailer in the future as well. This is why I had my volume down earlier. Just because it would be nice to take, especially when working small fields like this, it would be nice to take more than one load at a time. So if I bring up Autodrive and put it into edit mode, I can see where field 30 unload is. And I would like to create a point in here, kind of parallel to that. And if I right click on record, it will create a two-way course. Let's create a point here. We'll call this field 30 area staging. And let's drive this on out to the main road and eventually out to Central Grain. Alright, once I get to the road here, I'm going to stop recording that. I'm going to come on out to the road here and go back to recording one way. I'm going to click there and then click here like we did before, so it ties into the new roadway. Now we're going to get this up to Central Grain. And here I'm coming up on my existing road network. So what I'm going to do here is stop recording again, and just like before, I'm going to tie my current path into where I want it to pick up. Alright guys, as you can see, I have greatly extended the Autodrive network on the map and included both this field area 30 staging here, field 30 area staging, there we go, as well as the central grain. And I tied the central grain into the overall network, so we should be able to get to there from anywhere that's connected to the network. Now, for this area staging, I kind of want to make a turnaround point, and I don't want it connected to here. So the process for disconnecting 2 points is the same as connecting. So we're going to get rid of that connection. Nope, we're going to get rid of that connection. Nope, we're going to get rid of that connection. Maybe right-click? No, it's not right-click. There we go. I knew I'd get there eventually. And now to make a turnaround point here, I'm just going to connect like this. And now, if need be, they should be able to turn around here. So we're going to go ahead and park our truck here. And then we're going to switch the drive mode to load and reverse. Or, sorry, not load and reverse. Load and deliver. We are at pickup and deliver. So we're going to pick up here at field 30 area staging. We're going to deliver it at central grain cell point. And we are expecting spelt. Let's go ahead and drive. And as you can see, our auto drive has actually kept up well with everything. I'm not sure why you're turning around this way, but that's okay. It is what it is, I guess. And our spelt trailer is going to be looking for an unload point now. So hopefully we can get there pretty quickly. I think this is the right task to have this trailer do. I guess I'm not entirely positive, but we'll find out. Alright, so I think I want to move this so it's up like that more. And instead of doing that, we'll connect it there. Because you probably need to be straighter in order for the auger wagon to come around. So we should continue around and come over to unload into the truck. And I'm hoping the truck isn't going to just automatically take off and drive. I don't know if that's something I need to set in my options or not, but I guess we'll see what happens. And can you even reach? Oh, just barely. I do need to adjust this course a little bit, though. Let's just go ahead and bring this in closer. Good. And then just for next time, we'll make sure this is a little bit closer. And then we'll just adjust the rest of these accordingly. There. And now you're either waiting or you're stuck, and I can't tell which one it is. The tractor, that is. So I might actually do this. Bring the unload point closer, bring the staging point further. And just have you go back to your staging. There we go. Keep an eye on Mark here, as this harvest finishes. And I'm just going to repeat the same process for field 128. So we'll go ahead and finish the spelt harvest, and then we're going to wrap up the video there, guys. Oh, and I suppose we should collect our contract for field 131. Any other harvesting in the area? Oh, 126 is close. And it is triticale going to central grain. Alright, we will go ahead and just accept that right off the bat. While this is happening, I'm going to show you something else here. I think I decided I'm going to go ahead and buy that TLX Phoenix because I've been wanting it for a while. And, yeah, let's just go ahead and do it. Let's go with the D60 on this one. Main color, we gotta stay with the Case IH red. Actually, let's go black. We'll go black, and then design color can be Case IH red. That'll look pretty cool. How about Case IH red rims? No, that does not look good. Let's go totally blacked out truck. That's pretty cool. I think I want to make this just extension 1 with a sleeper. Wheel brand Phoenix is fine. White decals, good. Fender mirrors, absolutely. But I think I want fender mirrors and the drop visor, or the bow visor. Let's do the bow visor painted with the fender mirrors. Awesome. Decals. I like the Seminole. That's cool. Mudguards. I like that. Full one painted it is. Alright, lighting. Side markers. White underglow. Blue underglow. I don't want any underglow. Side markers and Phoenix. Alright, let's do that. Sure, why not? Bumpers. Stock with wide markers. Alright, I think stock is fine. Extras. Don't think we need a rack. Let's go twin straight with flaps. Alright, that is our new... Oh, son of a gun. We don't have enough money. Just barely. Alright, let's take the design color off. Just for now. Or we'll do ruby red aged, since that doesn't cost anything. Oh, and we're still over just a little bit. Alright, twin straight, or twin stock exhaust. Alright, we'll do twin stock exhaust, and then we can get our Case IH red paint back, right? Yes. Alright. Brand new truck. Oh, shoot. We're a little bit in the negative now. Which is not ideal. But it's alright, because we're about to make some money. Alright, so I traded in the refrigerated trailer, and I got this Case IH auto-load trailer, purely because I was tired of auto-loading my greenhouse pallets manually loading my greenhouse pallets because it just gets to be a pain with that reefer trailer, like trying to shove everything in from the back, and then there's no good way to unload it, so I decided just to get this trailer. It is a little bit tall, but that's okay. And it is at least covered. So I guess it's a little bit more believable to be used in this application than just a straight flat deck trailer. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to sell a load of berries to help offset the cost of this awesome truck we just got. And of course, our markets are tied into the Autodrive network, so once we get the loading done, we can just say, hey, head on up to the Riverbend greenhouses, and they will. Let's run back here. Let's go ahead and get the maximum. I need to get out of the way, I think. Maximum. The truck must be in the way. I want all pallets. Alright, let's just pull up the global company. Raspberry greenhouse open. Spawn maximum. There we go. And now we can reverse. And what is the work mode U? Boop, 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 boop. Much easier than fighting with the trailer. And then I actually will just go ahead and unload them directly onto the trailer, strap them down, because now they actually give the trailer weight. And let's have you drive to Riverbend Markets. We should be able to get there from over here. Man, that new TLX 9000 sure looks sharp. Alright, so you're going to head out this way. I hope this trailer feels a little bit longer than other trailers we've used before, so I'm hoping it'll fit using the path we have set up. And the nice part is, once this unloads at the markets, I can bring it back to the farm, drop off this trailer, have it meet me where all my other equipment is, and then I can just make one trip back to Riverbend Farms here, or Riverbend Acres. Alright, fits through just fine. So we can go check on how everything else is doing. I'm going to go ahead and get you off the Autodrive because we're essentially done with this field now. Pretty much right on time too. Work tool needs to be unloaded. It's only at 28%. Maybe it's just because it's at the end of the course it'll send up that message. Perfect. So let's go ahead and I'm just going to unload this manually. All right. And then once this stops, we will just tell you to get a wriggle on and go sell. Cool, and while our trucks are driving, I can go ahead and set up the Autodrive and the Courseplay Combine for the next field. But that's not going to be in the video. I'll just go ahead and do that off camera. So guys, I really hope you enjoyed the video, and until next day, I'm a Shadowbox. This has been Farming Simulator 19. Have a good one.